Hey, how are you? This is Alex Montrose with Moncord Real Estate Professional Services. Thank you for joining us today. I have Mike Dorman on again. He did a video with us some time ago, and owner of Eclipse BMS, and wanted to bring him on again and kind of talk a little bit about new things going on at Eclipse and how things are coming along, and maybe tell us a little bit about what the roadmap looks like for your company. But before that, I also want to share a little bit about how you're supporting us. So with that said, give us a quick intro, Mike, just again, for those of you that didn't watch the first video, just a quick intro on who you are and what you're about.
Sure. Thanks, Alex, for having me. It's always great catching up with you and, being a part of what you guys do. And a little background on Eclipse, I guess. I started Eclipse last year, and our main focus really is to help people stay in front of their prospects, convert more leads, and stay in front of their VIP clients, nurturing their database. Those are kind of the things that they're not the nagging tasks in our business that require us to do something. So Eclipse has found great success in helping our clients convert more of their prospects, but also acquiring more, we call channel accounts or referral partners, and turning their clients into more VIPs or raving fans. So we found a unique way to do that. And really that's where we've been spending a lot of our time and energy, and had some great success with that. So, and of course, Moncord being a client of ours, we love working with you guys as well. And yeah, again, I don't know, did I cover what you wanted me to cover?
Yeah, that's a good, I guess, recap. But I guess I wanted to, since our last, call, and also working alongside with your team, I just want to kind of give you a plug on the great work that you've done for us. So, for example, to those in the audience, so think of Eclipse as being your marketing extension. Call them concierge, but they really take off the administrative work from a marketing perspective and making sure that they're touching base with your clients and prospects on a continual basis, right? From as basic as postcards to thank you letters to gifting. I mean, you name it, they can get as creative as you want them to get. And the services that you've been able to provide us has given us back time that otherwise our organization and maybe a resource that we would have aligned would have had to actually stop what they were doing for other things that are just as important, but have to add that back into their fold and then take away from other activities and projects that we actually really need them working on from a marketing perspective, or even operations administrative and so forth. So your team has been great. They've helped us develop like a 6-month roadmap from a marketing perspective. Here are the things we're going to target we're going to send out newsletters to these folks. We're going to do gifting for these folks. We're going to do special VIP gifts or event send outs for these type of folks within our database. It's been great, man. So I really appreciate the work you've done. I highly recommend your services. I talk about your services all the time with our brokers and friends, even with outside the industry, right? I know you support not only the brokerage industry, but folks outside. When you look at mortgage and insurance and so forth, you guys provide a high value of service and really give any organization back time that otherwise would be better spent doing other things that generate revenue, right? So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Of course. I mean, you covered it all, so I don't know what else there is to talk about.
Yeah. No, it's
Why did you leave me on this
so
call?
I mean, no, but I've been able to, I've been observing even since our last call, how things have been progressing, and I've been really impressed with you guys' organization.
Well, thank you.
The concierge is super, has been super responsive. Always, I mean, they're on top of me, which is great because then things have to get done, and I want that accountability, right? And any business owner should want that accountability, so that they make sure that the right things are getting done at the right time. So I appreciate it. So just a plug for you guys. I think you guys deserve it. With that said, I want to keep this call somewhat short. I think just give us some little nuggets, but tell us a little bit about roadmap, kind of stuff that's going on within Eclipse, some things that you guys are seeing in the market maybe, and what else are you guys doing to kind of excite your client base?
Well, when we first starting a company is tough, especially when you're doing something that isn't being done. And, we started doing a lot of different things and really paid a lot of attention to our clients, what services they like, the services we provide that they like. And so really we've cut back on a lot of things so that we can focus on what our customers really want. So there's really the purpose of what we do is to help you, again, to maintain your relationships, your VIP partners, and acquire more prospects or convert more prospects. And to do that, we really focus on 4 things: making sure mailers are going out on a regular basis, whatever those are, whether they're postcards or whether they're something specific you want or handwritten cards or whatever. Also events, phone calls going to the database. We don't make the calls. We want our clients to be making those calls. That's who the customer wants to hear from. But also the gifting. So we have one thing that customers love about us is our gifting campaigns. We didn't expect that to be the case, but that's what it's turned out to be. So for example, maybe Moncord has a client they want to be doing business with and they want to stand out different to that client. We'll put them on a gifting campaign. We'll determine the frequency, the budget, and the items. And the trick is the items. A lot of times if you're buying a gift for somebody and it's not specific to their interests, you usually spend more money than you really need to. I don't drink alcohol. So if you were to buy me a bottle of wine for $100, I would rather have a sleeve of Pro V1s. That's $15, $18. So finding something that's specific to somebody's interest is much more valuable to the recipient than spending the money on something you think they would like. So what Eclipse does is we'll take some of your VIP clients or referral partners, people that are the whales, the people that are sending you business, what are their interests? And let's send them something that's of interest to them. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. Maybe there's, if you're a financial planner or a CPA or trusted advisor, those could be financial planners, CPAs, attorneys, real estate agent, lender, recruiter, or if you own your own small business, we can help you with that as well. Basically, anybody that can grow their business through relationships, our job is to help you build and maintain those relationships. So the custom gifting campaign has been what most people like about what we do. What are some of their interests? And then your concierge job is to make sure that you're staying in front of that person on a regular basis. So we didn't expect that, but that's what it's turned into for people in other professions other than real estate as well. So we've had clients of ours referring their customers, maybe a real estate agent referring one of their clients to us and saying, hey, I have a client that actually runs this kind of business. Can you help them? Absolutely. So what we do is we do a review when they come on board, and we do a 6-month campaign. What do you want to accomplish over the next 6 months? And if there's some custom work that needs to be done, some of that we can do in-house, or we'll find somebody and refer them to, maybe it's design work or website work, things like that. But really we're focused on making sure that they're the 20 percenters that represent 80% of their business, that they're getting the attention that they need. And that's been so fun for us. Seeing our customers grow their business by focusing on just the portion of their business that represents the largest majority of their transactions or closings, whatever that might be, or helping them recruit or stand out differently when they're competing with other people in the marketplace. So maybe you're a real estate agent meeting with a seller and you want to stand out differently than other listing agents. What's the interests of that client? Let's put them on a campaign and let's market to them so that you stand out differently. I mean, real estate agent should be good at 2 things: negotiations and marketing. We're usually great at negotiations. Let's improve in that marketing area, put them on a campaign, stand out differently. You're going to win more of those transactions. So that's really what we've been focusing on, and just expanding on those campaigns for people that are outdoor enthusiasts, people that are pet lovers, people that like to drink wine, or people that like entertainment, or maybe they have multiple interests. And the concierge putting together a campaign specifically for the prospect, on our client's behalf, and making sure that those things are taken care of and executed. So most that you can do in-house. The difference with us is we're going to make sure it happens every time, all the time. And that's where we've come over the last 6 months or so. And that is the direction we're staying on. And our customers are finding great success. And we're having a lot of fun helping them do that.
That's awesome, man. And yeah, I mean, I've seen, all those things that you just discussed come into, fruition, especially within our own business. I mean, we're getting just the touch points has been really, really key and critical to maintaining those relationships. Because I think a lot of times, a lot of brokers or business owners might say, hey, I have touch points within specific different channels, whether it's, hey, I have my monthly e-newsletter going out, or I do events, or do whatever. But having a holistic overview and a database, I would say something that can help manage that database from a marketing perspective has been super, super helpful and valuable to our business. And I could probably say that someone that's effectively using you guys. And really, here's the interesting part I've learned is that nothing is a set it and forget it, in the sense that, like, as much as I would like to say, or me or somebody that I've delegated this to, you guys own your portion. There's nothing that can be said about you guys not owning. Like you guys own your business, you own the process. I still have to be held accountable to getting you guys what you need so that you can actually implement and be effective. And I've even realized, even on my end, it's like, hold on here. If, a lot of times we just think that things are just set it, forget it, in the sense of like, yeah, your concierge should just know that I need this, this, and this to go out. Well, if we don't plan and we don't strategize up front, it makes that process take that much longer. It actually took me probably 2 months, to be honest, to get on board. And this is one best feedback I can give is that as a business owner, if when you sign up with Eclipse, you got to be engaged up front, because they're there to help and they're there to lead that process. But you got to be engaged up front to make them become effective with the services they're going to deliver. And that's the biggest, I would say, feedback, biggest tip I can give is that don't expect to walk in. Your team is phenomenal. And I think the collaboration of two organizations coming together, whether it's a broker or a company, that upfront work will save so much time on the back end that I actually lost. I actually lost that, by the way, because I was like, well, I said it, and I didn't structure that up front. And that was my bad. I have to be accountable for that. And so I thank you and your team for keeping me accountable, because had I not, I wouldn't be taking advantage of the fruits that have come out of it so far, right? So just something that anybody listening to this, highly recommend Eclipse, highly recommend getting engaged and strategizing up front, and then you'll see how impactful and powerful your services are, 100%. Yeah, so lessons learned, like I said, my bad on my front for not getting fully engaged at the beginning, because it actually cost me a couple months, to be quite honest.
Well,
and it hurt, because it's like, gosh, I can't get around to it. Yeah.
We're all busy, and you're trying to build your business. Yeah. We all are in the middle of a whirlwind, and it's never a perfect time to sit down. It
isn't.
But the two things I think a lot of business owners neglect, there's probably many areas. One is your clients, especially those that use and refer you on a regular basis. Sometimes the other areas is our own self, we are our own client. And true story, we have a client that we're working with, and like, well, I don't know what to send out to my customers to help them be unique. Real Estate Social is a company we love as well. Jeremy Poole runs a great company over there. They help agents basically with using video stand out differently, a lifestyle video or something to that effect that will help them, help the client understand who the agent is. This agent doesn't know who they are. They work so many hours. And so one thing that our concierge gave them as an assignment is, you need to take a vacation in the next 6 weeks, and you need to document that vacation so that we can tell customers, your clients, about what you've been up to. Those are the things that clients are interested in. They want to know what's going on in your life. So Eclipse works on that too with some of our marketing that goes out. It's really helping your clients connect and relate with you. We believe clients work with those they like, know, and trust. So part of our job, part of your job, part of Jeremy Poole's job at Real Estate Socials, helping clients recognize who you are so they can self-identify and say, wow, I want to do business with you. So those are some things that we do. And you're right. That's probably one of the most important times that we'll spend together is coming on board, doing that 6-month review and making those assignments. What are we going to do over the next 6 months? What are your responsibilities so you can get us that information so that we can execute on those things in timelines? But it's been a great experience working with you guys. I'm glad you're catching the vision. And
it's good.
We're teaching you new things.
Stuff. Yeah, for sure. It's been good. It's helping me to slow down. I put it that way. Slow down, put the time up front, and then get the advantages on the back end. Whereas a lot of times, and it's true, it's never a good time. It really isn't. We're all slammed. I mean, even the time that you and I are taking out to talk to one another is taking us away from something else, right? That we could be, busy and working on to develop our own businesses. But this is critical that we we even get on the calls like this because having this type of dialogue and having an audience to kind of maybe say, huh, I never thought about, leveraging a service like that, or never thought about even using my time effectively up front, because we have that same challenge at Moncord where somebody will come on board, and if we have them fill out a 12 questionnaire just to get them our profile for them loaded up into our system, some freak out. They're like, it's too many questions. It's like, actually, it's not. It's going to get you loaded and ready to go so that we're effective in servicing, right? So, but I get it. I mean, and I totally understand that mindset, and you have to break out of that because you're losing a lot of time on the back end that you can't get back later on. So with that said, Mike, I want to thank you again for your time. Really appreciate you coming on board. I know you're busy. Everybody, you can reach out to Eclipse. You can reach out to Moncord. We work, we collaborate a lot. So either way, you reach out to us, reach out to Eclipse. We'll always be referring you and your business. And until next time, everybody out there, thank you for watching. And we all wish you the best and have a great day. Thank you very much.
Alex. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.